Hello everyone, I am Roshan Sapkota, student ID 210410, currently studying in Safarika College of IT and E-Commerce. This video is a part of my assignment assigned by my module teacher Siva Moharjan of the course Foundations of Cybersecurity. In this video, I will be presenting an automation tool which I created using bash scripting. This automation tool is about encrypting and decrypting files. I have covered both the techniques of encryption and decryption, that is symmetric and asymmetric method, in this tool as well as the video. So without further ado, let's have a brief look at the automation tool. So firstly, this is the script, the code that I wrote in order to make this tool. This code consists of multiple variables, functions, conditions, commands, and many more. I try to make it as effective and as user friendly as I could. So this was the code. Let's get out of this text editor. So as you can see, this tool is in the directory that I am currently working on. So let's run this script. So as per the question, this script should run when we enter the clear command. So I did it via aliasing. So if we enter the clear command, it actually runs our script. So the first prompt that it shows up is enter E for encryption, D for decryption, and Q to quit. So you have three options. You can either encrypt a file, or decrypt an encrypted file, or quit the tool. Any other input will be invalid and ask you to enter it again. So let's encrypt a file. You can see we don't have any files here. Let's encrypt a file. Enter one if the file exists, and two if you want to create a file. So as I said earlier, just now, we don't have any files, so let's try creating one. So two, name the file. Let's name the file file.txt for now. I'm sorry. Enter the content in the file. So let's enter something. This is the content for top. So now the file has been created, and now it is asking us where I want to store the encrypted content. So I want to keep this encrypted content in a file named encrypted. So there, yeah. As I said earlier, we can use two of the methods, asymmetric key encryption and symmetric key encryption. So for now, let's go on with the asymmetric key encryption first. Enter. So as you can see, it's encrypting the file. Yeah, so file.txt has been encrypted to the file named encrypted. So the encryption has been successful. So and now it has redirected us to the first prompt again. So it is again asking us if we want to encrypt, decrypt, or quit. So let's decrypt the file that we just encrypted right now. D. Which file do you want to decrypt? So I want to decrypt this encrypted file in encrypted. So as you can see, I entered a wrong file name here, and it warned me that the file is not in this directory. It is not found. Make sure you enter the correct file. So let's enter the correct file now. Encrypted. Enter. In which file do you want the decrypted file to be stored? Now let's keep the decrypted file in the file named decrypted. Enter. So enter A if asymmetric key is used while encryption, and S if symmetric key is used. So we just use asymmetric key encryption. So while decrypting as well, we have to give asymmetric key. So let's enter A, and the decryption is successful, and it is reading the content of the decrypted data, and this is the content. So as you can see, this was what I wrote in the file.txt, and now it has been regained. So do you want to rerun the program? Do I? Yes, I do. Yes. again it is again asking us the first prompt: do you want to encrypt or decrypt the file? Enter E for encryption, D for decryption, and Q to quit. So let's encrypt the same file with a different method. Now we do have the file in the directory, right? So let's enter one, enter the file name. My file name is file.txt. Sorry, so it said couldn't find the file.tzt. So I'm sorry, I wrote tzt. So it has again redirected me to the first to see if I have the file already here or not. So one and file.txt, enter. Yes, now it is reading the content of my file. This is the content. As you know, I entered it. Name the file where you want to store the encrypted data. Encrypted. Now, as you can see, as the encrypted file has already been created and it is existing in the directory, I cannot add another file naming the same as previous one, and I don't want to overwrite it. So it has asked me to rename the file where I want the encrypted content to be. Let's give it encrypted file. Enter. Do you want to use asymmetric key encryption or symmetric key? So yes, I want to use asymmetric key encryption. Yes. So for symmetric key encryption, we have to give a passphrase first. So let's give passphrase rhythm RSYPHM. Enter. And now it has asked me to give the algorithm, which algorithm I want to follow from these five in order to encrypt my data. So let's go with the AES 256 CBC. Enter. So as you can see, encryption is successful. Now it's really now again it's redirecting me to the first prompt. Now let's decrypt the file and see if it has been successful or not. Which file do we want to decrypt? So I want to decrypt the encrypted file that I just encrypted. Enter. So in which file do you want the decrypted file to be stored? I want it to be stored in the decrypted file. Enter. Enter A if okay, so it has again asked me the method. So this time I have used symmetric key encryption. So as the password that I just gave to it, rhythm. Enter. And the algorithm uh, in which the encryption is based. So we know that AES 256 CBC is the one. So let us enter one and enter. So the decryption is successful. Reading the content of the decrypted file. This is the content. Yes, this was the content that I entered the very first time in the file named file.txt. So now the decryption is successful. Encryption were successful. So at last it will ask us if we want to read on the program or not. If we click yes, like previously, it will just read on the program again. And if we go with the queue, then thank you, it will just close the program. So this was it for my script tool, my video. I look further to improve and enhance this in the future. I'll put this tool in my GitHub repository and leave the link in the description. You can follow the link if you want to. Thank you so much for your time and patience. Thank you so much.